And speaking of Mania, I kind of talked about this at the beginning. So I want to say what's going on with Carmella. She's been pushed pretty hard since she randomly returned, however many weeks ago. You know, she got put into the Elimination Chamber match. She was she the last one? But it was her and Asuka, right? So she
Yeah.
was the last one of the last two in the match. Then she got a match with Asuka on Raw this week. She's getting a match with Bianca next week. And I was saying that I'm nervous that they're trying to push her into this Raw Women's Title match, and you said you don't think so. You see what they're
No,
doing. So
I'm
what
here
what
to
are they
ease
doing?
your. I'm here to ease your worries,
Okay,
Sarah, because they're not doing that at all. Thank God. If this was a
because
different era, I would agree with you and whatnot. But
yeah,
this is Papa Paul, and what he's doing now is getting Carmella back into the spotlight, getting her back into having fans recognize her because she was gone for a while. I mean, just listened to After the Bell, the Corey
hmm
Graves and Kevin Patrick podcast that WWE has, and I'm gonna start listening to a lot more. It's a really good show, and I love KP, so I'm a really sucker for him. But they had Carmella on the last episode, and to hear what she went through, don't need to get into it right now, but pretty deep, pretty personal. So she's went through some shit, and you forget too how long she's been here. I mean, she was paired with Enzo and Cass
that was
in
a great group.
NXT. And that was a fantastic little faction they had there. And then she comes up to the main roster and people just remember her as being, mouth of this I almost said mouth of the South, but mouth of Staten Island, Queen of Staten Island, whatever. And they don't really credit her for in-ring ability, but she can hold her own. And that's what I'm seeing with this to bring it back to my point is what I'm seeing now is that they're going to put her in matches with like Asuka, Bianca to showcase what she can really do because her match last night was really good. Like, I mean, there was a really good back and forth where she came, there's a pin maneuver, pin combo into then Carmella's finisher, then Asuka reversed it, and then also the way that she was just getting clobbered. I mean, Asuka hit her with a backhand that
hmm
I thought was going to knock her jaw off. It was incredible. So, right now they're just planting seeds again for Asuka's eventual next challenger after Bianca, if it's a rematch clause or if it's just the after Mania.
Yeah,
And you need
backlash.
backlashes. Yeah. You just need, you always need competitors at the go for, or contenders ready to go for the title. And
hmm
Carmella, they're just putting her back. They're like, no, she's a mainstay on the roster. And then to have her go in with Chelsea Green, now that's great because they both are very similar
hmm
and you could put them together,
I
get
liked
Chelsea a
that.
little over, obviously boost Carmella because she could be like, I'm, the boss, the princess around here, and then they could do their own little faction. I don't know. There's a lot you can do there. So
I
I'm
liked
fine with
their
whatever she's doing.
I liked their little interaction last night. I thought that
It
was a
was
really good
good. It
idea
was really good.
because although Carmella's using the Staten Island thing again, she's not really gone full into what that character was when
No, yeah.
she was in that. It's definitely a mix of basically everything that she's done, all the different
I agree.
characters and directions that she's gone in since then. So I liked that little interaction with her and Chelsea. And it seemed like they actually had some like natural chemistry. I don't know if they're actually friends or if they've interacted a whole lot otherwise, but I thought it was I was like kind of interested. I felt like it could be a funny moment. But yeah, I just was curious what your thoughts were because I was like, okay, she's getting a match with Bianca next week. Now what are we doing? So yeah, no, I mean, I'm glad that it's not going to be a triple threat, or I'm hoping
It
that
would
that's
no.
not the direction that it's going in.
Not on
But
the cards. No.
yeah, no, I think I like what they're doing right now, and Asuka is just amazing.